what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Jay Lippman Live. Happy to see you here. Happy you could be here. Happy I could be here. My name's Jay. If you've never been here before, this channel, this live stream is all about making videos. I love making videos. I love teaching people how to make videos. I love learning and teaching people how to make videos better. So for the next hour, I am here to answer your questions, maybe learn some stuff myself, maybe review some videos. Who knows? We might do that a little bit later on. But if you have any questions for me in the meantime, pop them in the chat. I will be answering those questions as best I can for the next hour or so. And if you have a question that really needs to be answered, maybe a video that you would like me to take a look at and maybe do some critiquing with the help of my wonderful, knowledgeable audience, that hurt a little bit, then there is a link in the description of this video. It will take you to a form. You can fill it out. You can pop in the link to the video that you want me to check out, or you can ask your question. I'll be going through that form about halfway through the stream. And as always, if you have a question that really, really needs to be answered, or you just feel like supporting the channel, super chats are always welcome. And any questions that come along with the super chat do get bumped to the front of the line. With that being said, let's jump in to the chat and say hi to some people. EC Sanka, what's going on? How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Architectural Sheet Metal 101, what's up? How are you? Darth TV, wow, I'm early. Never normally catch a stream until 20 minutes in. Hi, what's going on, Darth TV? Good to see you. Matt Jackson, what is up? What's up? Remco de Wild, hello. Hello to the Netherlands. Hello from Baltimore. Greg Simonez, what's going on? Good to see you, man. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Refrag, how's it going? Oh, it is good to be here. Guys, some things have been happening. Things are moving. The baby is officially in daycare, which means starting probably a week or two after Thanksgiving, we'll be back to 2 videos a week. We will be back to monthly members only live streams. Everything is in place. So provided that the whole daycare situation doesn't fall apart, we will be good. We will be good to go. Jim Robinson lurking in the background. Hello, hello. Good to see you, my friend. So yeah, babies in daycare. That's super, super exciting. He loves the daycare. Daycare seems to love him. So yeah, providing everything goes well there and we don't have to pull him out unexpectedly, which, you know, may need to happen, but hopefully not. Hopefully we're good to go. I can get back to a full week's worth of work starting next week. This week's a little bit different. We have, Thanksgiving here in the US tomorrow. So, lots of family stuff. Both the kids are going to be home on Friday. So probably no work getting done there. So yeah, we got some stuff. As far as Monday's video is concerned, there's either a video coming out on Monday or there's not. I'm working on one, but I have to submit it to the sponsor before I can release it to make sure that it's approved. I hope it's approved because it was kind of a fun one, a little bit of a different format for me. But we're gonna put that out on Monday, as long as it gets approved. If it doesn't, I don't have time to make a backup video, so there will be nothing on Monday. There will be nothing on Monday if this video doesn't get approved. This is great. This is a great way to run a business. Oh man, 13 viewers, but only 8 likes. Who has not pressed like yet? That's what I would like to know. Who has not pressed like yet? It's fine. It's still early. I haven't won you over. I don't expect a like right off the bat. You know, I want you to like it because you like it, not because you feel pressured. So it's fine that you haven't hit it yet. But if you haven't hit it by the end of the stream, shoot me an email. Let me know what I could have done better. So there you go. There you go. Man. So I hate the cold weather. Let me explain why I hate the cold weather. When I was 21, this has nothing to do with making videos, but I used to be an electrician, right? I was an electrician for 15 years. And so I spent a lot of time up on ladders with my lights over my arms over my head, working on lights. And when I was 21, I tore my rotator cuff, right? But I was working for a company that didn't provide health insurance, because this was back before the days where companies were required to provide health insurance. So I didn't get the surgery to correct it. I basically just laid in bed for 2 weeks and drank my face off because that's what I did at 21 years old. And so it still bothers me from time to time. And when it gets cold, and it's very cold today, it starts acting up. So it's been bothering me all day long. It hurts like crazy every time I try and like put my arm above my head, which I just do accidentally. It hurts. So I'm dealing with that today. Yeah. So if you see me wincing in pain throughout the stream, that's what's going on. My shoulder is bothering me quite a bit today. So there's that. Also, I'm just babbling while I'm waiting for questions to come in. So I'm just kind of updating you on my life. Been doing a lot of research and planning for 2022. The channel is going in they're going in kind of like my channel's going in a bit of a new direction starting in 2022. Not too drastically new. I'm going to add, there's a new series coming in 2022 that I think is going to provide you guys with a lot of value. I'm still kind of working out the details, but yeah. What am I doing? Yeah, so there's a new series coming in 2022. My tutorials, there'll still be some tutorials, some like straight up, today I'm going to teach you this. But what I really want to focus on in 2022 is getting better myself, right? Improving my skills and taking you along that journey with me. So if I see an effect done on YouTube, like maybe I watch something from Film Riot where they showed how to do something in After Effects, I might try and figure out how to do that in Fusion. Maybe I'm going to, I'm definitely doing a lot of 3D modeling work right now. I'm practicing Unreal Engine. I want to work with 3D models. So I'm going to be doing some stuff with that. There's going to be a lot more effects. Maybe try a specific color grade or something like that. There's going to be a lot of new stuff happening. So, but I've been planning. Have you tried getting it fixed since you were 21? Nope, I have not. I should, but I haven't. I probably will. The problem is right now is not a good time to do that because I've got the baby. And when you get shoulder surgery, especially like rotator cuff stuff, you can't lift anything, for a while. Like at first it's like you can't lift anything over 2 pounds and then you can't lift anything over 10 pounds. So like I gotta wait until the baby is not so much a baby anymore. So there you go. Been working more. So usually can't make it, but on break for Thanksgiving. Nice. So how do these live video editing trainings work? What do you do? And also it's a way to entice people to join J-Cuts. Yes. So, so the way that the live video editing trainings work, it's either there's going to be a mix of two things for the members only live streams. If I have something specific that I want to teach, then I'll come in like with footage kind of already in the timeline and I'll just be like, look, here's how to do this effect. Here's how to do this color grade. Here's how to do whatever it is. Here's how I organize my footage. But I am also going to start doing some trainings where it's less of a training and it's more of a watch me edit. So I'm going to like go step by step through an entire edit for one of my YouTube videos. And I'm going to show you kind of how I organize my footage and how I think about my cuts and all of that stuff. So those should be fun. But those probably won't be on a scheduled thing, right? Because it all depends on when it's going to be like during the week when I have a full day to edit. And I know it's a video that I can get done in a day or at least a section of it done in a day. Then we'll do that. But yeah, that's how it works. I'm going to send out a link to my channel members. You guys show up, might do it in the Discord server. Who knows? But then another thing that's going to be happening is interviews. I partnered with a company. Well, tentatively partnered with a company. I'm writing up the proposal as we speak. And I'm going to be recording interviews with people in different aspects of the video making life. So I've got a freelancer on deck, somebody who does freelancing. I've got hopefully an independent filmmaker on deck. I've got working on somebody for visual effects. I've got somebody in mind for color, for audio, somebody whose primary focus is YouTube and what it looks like to actually make YouTube the center of your business. I'm going to be doing these interviews once a month throughout the entire year. If it goes over well, maybe we'll continue it past 2022 and expand it a little bit. But those interviews, I'm going to cut them down into like a, maybe 10-minute video that I'm going to put out to everybody. But channel members will get to see the 100% uncut interview with all of the in-between stuff and all of this stuff that didn't make the cut. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be giving to channel members. I'm also going to be turning the condensed versions, or maybe the full versions, I don't know. I'm going to be turning it into a podcast as well. I think a monthly podcast. So there's lots of stuff. Don't you know change is bad? We fear change. It isn't our friend. You know what? I get that. And like, that's the thing. I've been talking to a good friend of mine who I kind of bounce ideas off of when it comes to my channel. And we were talking about that, how like some of the things that I want to do may kind of turn away some of my current audience. And I know you were just joking, Dad's Talk Tech, but I do want to have a very real conversation about this, because I know that what I'm going to be doing starting in 2022 is not going to be for everybody. But I think a lot of it will be, but it's definitely going to be a format change. And I understand if it's not going to be for everybody, but it's something that I think I need to do to kind of get back to the whole reason why I started making videos about making videos, is because I wanted to learn how to be a filmmaker. Like I want to make a film, right? I have a proper short film that I am like working through kind of the story and the general ideas of right now. It's not like a big effects heavy thing. It's not one of those things where like, in this one, I tried something new. No, this is like a proper like storytelling, probably going to be, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes long. That I want to start working on. It's a story that I really want to tell. I'm very, very excited about it. But like, I want to learn all of this stuff. So Andy Marshall, what's going on, dude? What's going on? Looking forward to seeing your workflow. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get back into this. Is the link after this? Fill out the form to ask me a question. Place to send a link to a video. Yes. Darth TV. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Can you have two separate Fusion compilations? Wait, compilations. Oh, compositions. Okay, same thing. Fusion compositions overlapping each other, e.g. an intro for one and then the main event under the other, but in their own Fusion window. Yeah, you can create Fusion compositions. Just create. So here, I'll show you. Look at this. I'm all professional now, guys. I can let me queue up my screen recording. Where is it? There it is. Boom. Let's go ahead and we'll fade into my screen recording. Hi, guys. I've got Davinci Resolve all queued up here. Boom. So all you would need to do, really, this was my Black Friday video that just came out on Monday, by the way. Just right click and go new Fusion composition, and you can title it like, okay, so intro, right? Create, and it'll be there. And then you can do another Fusion composition, and let's name that, just to use your own words, main event. Create that, and let's just go to the end of my timeline real quick. Boom. And zoom in. You can go ahead and add intro right here. Right? Let me just expand that track a little bit. And take main event, put it here, or you can do it this way too, where you have the intro on top. But yeah, you can do that, and these two would be two separate different compositions. You can even put them directly over top each other if you want, if you got something like that going on. But yeah, you can absolutely do that. So Let me get rid of those. What are we streaming with today? We are on OBS. We are on OBS. Boom. Let's see here. Andy Marsh. Oh, your set looks awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see. Made a list of. Wait, I feel like I'm missing chat here. Can you have two? Got that one. Make a lot of hours color grading, but need practice footage. Where can I find that? Most of the stock side are already graded or break during grading. Yeah, so Remco de Wild, the best place that I have found to find stock footage to grade. If you're looking for like Blackmagic Raw, then you can get that straight from Blackmagic Design. They have test footage. A lot of camera manufacturers actually have test footage that you can download, that you can practice with, and it's generally free. So I would go that route. If you're looking for something that you might want to use in videos, then I would suggest going with ArtGrid, because ArtGrid actually has a plan where you can get your hands on the log and raw files. So they're perfect for grading. They're not already graded. If you get like the lower tiers where you're just getting the Rec 709 version, then it's already graded, or at the very least color corrected. But if you get the higher tier that's log or raw, then you can color grade to your heart's content. But if you're looking for something free just for practicing, I would just go to like Sony's website, Blackmagic Design. I think Canon might even have some, or reach out to your friends with cameras and see if they can just do some test footage for you and send you. You know, that could work too. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Jim already answered my question. All the camera manufacturers have downloadable ungraded footage. Boom. It'd be great to see a film from you. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. It's a story. The specifics of this story are not exactly what happened to me, but there is a large chunk of the story that is very, very, very personal to me. So this is definitely, there's a lot of emotion going into this one. So Jay Patel Vlogs, namaste from Indian Jay. What's going on, Jay? How are you? I just said Jay like 87 times. Let's see here. What am I missing? Cool Cheers sent you a 45-second video I made. Nice. Hello, nice seeing you. My 8-bit C-Log videos are not sharp while color grading. I have seen others what I might have done wrong. Appreciated. So C-Log not being sharp. When it comes to log footage, a lot of times you need to add sharpness in your videos. It's not always it's not always going to be sharp. So I would do that. Also, keep in mind the camera that you're on. That might have something to do with it. Might be your lens. If you don't have a sharp lens, that could be a problem. Because yes, lenses do have varying degrees of sharpness. But yeah. Yeah, so that there's a lot of things that could be going on. It could just be the color profile. I haven't worked with C-Log in forever, so I can't remember if it's like sharp out of the gate or not. Let's see here. Did you see the Streamlabs drama? Oh, I did. It's one of the reasons why I'm not using Melon anymore, because Streamlabs, I believe Streamlabs owns Melon. They're the ones who made Melon. That and money. I can make a free thing work, so I'm going to make a free thing work. I figured out the big reason why I moved away from OBS in the first place was because I wanted to start having guests on the live stream, and there was not an easy way to do that in OBS. But now there is something that can be used. So we're using that. Hi from Russia. Hello. Good to see you. Have you played much with anamorphic lenses? I have not, but I would love to. I don't necessarily like want to film with them all the time. I very rarely shoot outside of the 4K DCI resolution, but you know, shooting with Anamorphic should be pretty cool. Apart from Davinci Resolve Studio, what's the one program or bit of kit you couldn't live without? Ooh, very good question, Darth TV. Let's see. Aside from Davinci Resolve Studio, wow, I'm looking at everything and thinking about everything that I use. Man, I don't know. That's a tough question to answer. I would probably, I don't know. Man, you caught me off guard with that one. As far as like editing kit, I would say probably my PC. I have gotten so used to having a good PC. Something that's fast and can just crush anything that I throw at it for the most part, that I think if I had to go back to what I had before, which was a gaming laptop, I think I would go nuts. I think I am officially at the point where like I need a really, really good machine that is built for what I do. As far as kit, like everything filming or editing, I'd say my camera, my Pocket Cinema camera. I love this thing. It's so nice. It's so nice. New live stream segment, Stump J. There you go. Everybody needs a photo or graphic software. Affinity Photo is my go-to. Affinity's good. Honestly, guys, I've been using Canva to make all of my thumbnails. I haven't opened Photoshop in forever. I haven't opened Affinity in forever. I use Luminar AI to edit any photos that I take. Luminar Neo is coming out, and that's looking like they're going to add... I'm going to be able to like actually do some compositing with it, and it looks like they're going to add a text element too. So once that comes out, I'm going to be stoked. That's probably going to be my thumbnail creation tool of choice. But yeah. Currently editing with Filmora 10, but it's limiting my creativity. So I installed Resolve. Love the cut page, but edit page is a little complicated. Fusion is giving me major anxiety. Okay, so kindly suggest, shall I continue learning Resolve or shall I change to Premiere or any other editor? All right, so I can tell by that question that you are probably new to the stream because you have not heard my rant. So let's take a bit of a water break. Let me and we're back. Okay, here is Canva's taking control of the YouTuber market. Everyone is using it. I've been using Canva for years. I just recently started using it for thumbnails like a few months ago. Because I just popped on there to see what they had, and I was like, wait, background removal tool? Yes, please. Anyway, so Filmora 10, limiting your creativity. If your creativity is being limited, for one, it's not the tool that's doing it. I'm going to assume that what you meant by that is you have all these creative ideas, but the tools that are available to you in Filmora will not allow you to do those things, which I totally get. As far as should I stick with Davinci Resolve or should I move on to Premiere Pro or some other software? I think that depends on a couple things. First, how much time have you given Resolve? Because you're not going to learn it overnight. It takes time. It is professional software, right? It's got a lot of stuff. It's got a lot of flexibility, but with that flexibility comes a learning curve. As far as should you move to Premiere Pro? Move to it? No. Try it out? 100%. There are multiple tools out there for a reason. There are multiple tools out there for a reason. There is no tool out there that is perfect for everybody. So try what you can, figure out what fits your needs, what fits your budget, and go with that. right? That's what you should do. So yes, you should 100% try Premiere Pro, but that doesn't mean you should stop trying DaVinci Resolve. Learn as much as you can in DaVinci Resolve, learn as much as you can in Premiere Pro. If you end up liking Premiere Pro better, stick with Premiere Pro, start paying for it, all that stuff. If you end up liking DaVinci Resolve, there you go, right? Try whatever you can. Yeah, that's my thing. You should absolutely try everything that you possibly can. And then, stick with what works best for your workflow and your brain. For me, that was DaVinci Resolve. But being somebody who can use not only DaVinci Resolve, but also Premiere Pro and Filmora, that means I have the ability, I don't know if this is something you're interested in, but I have the ability to do freelance work with clients who require me to use DaVinci Resolve, or who require me to use Premiere Pro, or who require me to use Filmora. If that ever happened, that hasn't happened, right? But I could do it because I've used Filmora and I've learned Filmora, and I've used Premiere Pro and I've learned Premiere Pro, and I've used DaVinci Resolve and I know DaVinci Resolve. So try as many things as you can. Oh, is my mic clipping? Uh-oh. If the mic is clipping, that's not good. Let's go ahead and turn down real quick. Does that sound better? Is that better, guys? Hopefully that's better. I feel like I may have gone too far. Oh, my mic is fine? Okay, whatever. Thanks a ton for a crystal clear answer. No problem. No problem. Can you do a video on your 6K rig, please? Sure. Sounding fine to you. Okay, well, I turned myself down anyway. Mic is good? Oh, well. Let's see. Canva is taking control of the market. Let's see here. Never heard of Canva. Canva is like an online thing that's for like simple graphic design. You can do some pretty cool stuff in it, but it's not a Rickroll. Good. I'm glad you did something that's not a Rick. That Rickroll last week, by the way, Matt Jackson, got my stream demonetized. FYI. My stream got demonetized last week because of Matt Jackson's thing. Daniel Schiffer did a whole video on making a video with Canva. Others have been mentioning it too. Yeah, I saw Daniel's video. I was like, that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Join late. Canva's so good. Been using it for years, but only recently for thumbnails. I love it. And hello, Darren. Josh Walker Vlogs. What's going on, man? I haven't seen you in forever. Was fine before, but let's see. But I do like Resolve, but Premiere is simpler for me. There you go. Then case in point. Sounds good now, Jay. You will hear it when you play this back. All right, I'll play it back afterwards and take a listen. How do I handle HSL qualifier with changing light conditions? On all the tutorials, you get perfect key, and I can make okay keys as long as the light condition does not change. Well, that's the thing. Keep in mind, most of the footage that I work with was shot, specifically with, lighting and stuff in mind. When you're going for, so there's a lot of things at play here. Okay. First of all, there's your footage, right? If you're working with 8-bit footage, getting a clean key is going to be more difficult anyway. I need water. Frank and Blackpool, what's up? So if you're working with 8-bit footage, getting a clean key is going to be difficult kind of no matter what. If you're working with 10-bit footage, it's going to be a lot easier. But yes, changing light conditions is going to be tough. The best thing, what you can try is, let me show you. Let me show you, because I keep forgetting I can do this now. So let's go ahead, and I'm not even in. Hold on. Boom. There we go. Okay. So let's go over to the color page real quick. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm going nuts here. Here we go. There's the problem. All right, let's go ahead and pick something here. We'll pick that with that lovely pause face, right? I've got, let me turn on highlights. So I've got this key is just orange, right? If I come over to my qualifier, what you can do is try turning luminance off. See, for me, that doesn't work very well because now I'm picking up all the shadows and everything. But if you're finding that the lighting changes is affecting your key, you can try turning on and off luminance and just working with the hue that you need to key. Um, that's not going to work if luminance is kind of an important factor. So that's really something that needs to be kind of fixed in camera, and making sure that you're paying extra special attention to lighting and exposure in camera. But this is one thing that you can do. Darren and Jim might have some more, uh, some more. Yeah. But this is a very good question too. Remco, well, HLS qualifier is used a lot in tutorials. In real life, best to avoid it by getting the balance and color on things without using it. I agree with that too. I 100% agree with that too. Honestly, this right here has nothing to do with getting the color correction right, because one, I properly white balanced my camera, and two, I can do everything. I can balance my footage right here in my primaries node, and that's fine. This is a layer node to basically keep this the same. I did like bump up the midtone, or I brought down the midtone details a little bit, and I also bumped up the gamma just a bit. But this qualifier here was just to make it so I could bring the teal in to the darker areas of my image. So that's that. And then there's my halation effect right there on the lights. So, okay. That's what I have to say about that. I look like an opera singer. Oh, in that pause face, yeah, a little bit. Davinci or Final Cut for YouTube edits. I noticed Final Cut has more available plugins and etc. Davinci is more got to do it yourself for quick edits. That is true. I'm not a Mac guy, so my personal bias is towards DaVinci Resolve, but Final Cut seems very capable. And there are more plugins and more templates and more assets that are being made for DaVinci Resolve, which are making things easier. But the thing that I like about DaVinci Resolve is there are things built into DaVinci Resolve that you have to have plugins for in Final Cut, which is kind of weird to me. But it's I don't know. I like DaVinci Resolve. I like the fact that it's kind of do it yourself because it forces me to learn new things. So let's see here. Where are we? DaVinci for color, Premiere for everything else. There you go. It's good content, but it's late now. Good night. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. By the way, the spinning graphic question from a couple weeks ago, spinning an image without perspective. The answer is use the DVE effect. Disable the frame. Kind of a hack of the tool, but works. Nice. I'm glad you figured that out. Hey, live stream TNT. What's going on? Which is the best way to remove green screen, color page or fusion page? I think it depends on what you're doing with the footage. As far as results was concerned, I don't know. I haven't done it in a long time, but I believe I got a better result out of the fusion page. Found a big flaw in the color warper. Every big brain I know is now trying to figure it out. So far, all agree. So if you use it, open vector scope and ignore the trace on the tool. Oh, good to know. Thank you. Man, all this talking is making my throat hurt. All right, what time is it? It's 2:35. Let's jump into the form. I think we got some videos to review. So let's go ahead here. Boom. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. There we go. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. All right, here's the form. We've got 3 responses, one by one. All right, so what I'm going to have to do, guys, is I'm going to have to play these muted so I don't get a copyright strike for whatever music you have on it. So there's that. So this first one is from Darth TV. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and play this. What? Nope. Did I? Nope, I did not. Oh, I definitely copied the wrong thing there. Oh, it's a good day. All right, here we go. How come this is just your channel? Where's the clip? Man, I am out of it. I am off today. I was doing so good until like just this second. There we go. There we go. All right, we're going to cut right here. All right, Darth TV, you are up. Baby Yoda meets Tom and Jerry in 4K. Oh no, this is something that requires me to listen. All right. Well, here we go, guys. We're going to have to listen. Please don't demonetize me or copy strike me, YouTube. One cool cat.
Oh wow, isn't he cute? Thought I'd seen it all with a blind piano playing cat.
Wait, did you do all of this?
Oh, man.
Dude, did you do all of this? That is all. Keep your head in the game. I'm trying. Dude, that was impressive. I'm not even sure what I just watched. But was that like all 100% you, Darth TV? Was that 100% you? That's crazy. People are talking about the qualifier still. No, just added Baby Yoda to film footage. Okay, that was cool. I was good. Let's so this is pretty good. Like it's definitely a clean. It's clean around the edges. That was just really entertaining. Sorry, I'm still thinking about it. Maybe I don't know if it would have worked or not, and I don't know how proficient you are in like compositing and all that. I'm definitely not like proficient in it at all. I'm still learning. It's one of the things I'm learning now. I really like this shot here. Like it seems fairly natural, except for one thing. See how blurry Yoda is, but how in focus this trash can is? That's the only thing that's really breaking it. But that was really entertaining. I like that. It was that was good. But yeah, I would say keep working on the compositing. I'm going to be doing the same thing. But yeah, that was fun. Where did you get that image from? Roted him out and covered Jerry. Nice. That's funny. That's good. I like that. That was entertaining. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, VW Life. Shot on the Sony A6600. Let's see. Let's read this. I finally got to use my gimbal. Oh, nice. It's the Crane M3. I stabilized. The stabilized part starts around the 1 minute mark. Also used my Sigma 33mm shot on Sony a6600. Nice. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a non-YouTube review look at the Crane M3. All right, let's see here. You know what? Let's go.
Hey everybody, we just want to say to everybody out there in VW
Say
Life
1
land,
minute mark.
happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We'll come back next week with a...
All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, that's smooth. That is smooth. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I want that gimbal, man. I like that. That is smooth. That is smooth. Also, that lens is like tack sharp. That is a pretty looking lens. I like that. Wow. Nice. No, I want that. I want that gimbal. Also stabilized in Davinci Resolve with optical flow. Really? Wait, so you had to use more stabilization than the gimbal gave you? That's crazy. Let's see here. I started using Luminar to edit my photos. Yeah, I love Luminar. Better results than Lightroom, but sadly painfully slow to export. It really is painfully slow to export, but it's so much easier to use. That's crazy to me that the gimbal required you to, sorry, I was like muted. I didn't like that. Oh, little bumps from walking. Yeah, that'll happen. Like that's the thing about gimbals. Like, I don't own a gimbal, but I do have the DJI Pocket 2, which has a built-in gimbal, and it's still like when I'm walking, there'll be little bumps and stuff. But so I can see that if you're trying to get like nice sweeping panning shots, that walking movement can still, because you don't have the Z-axis stabilization like the DJI Ronin D4 or whatever, 4D. I can't remember the name of that. Yeah, the 4D. Gimbals need ninja steps for best results. I am personally not a ninja. Yeah, neither am I. Neither am I. Like the images only going from left to right and back. Yeah, the matched movements. The match movements was good. Did you change the frame rate? I see most people using 60 frames per second for gimbal work. That could also do it. Yeah, if you shoot 60 frames per second, slow it down in post, that combined with the stability of a gimbal could help a lot. It could definitely help a lot. It'll also help like if you still do have those bumps, because your footage is now longer, you can like cut, you can get sections in between the bumps that might be long enough. So, yeah. So, but man, I still want that gimbal. I want that gimbal for my SL2 because the only stabilization I have with the SL2 is the in-lens stabilization, which isn't that great on EFS lenses. So I wouldn't be able to use the M3 with the Pocket 6K like that I would need like a full-blown gimbal with. So, all right, next one. Let's go. This one's from Frank in Blackpool. Let's see here. Would it be possible for the parish to collectively critique my first ever attempt at a real estate video of a caravan? Nice. The music is copyrighted to me, so no copyright issues as far as I'm aware from audio. Okay. The good thing is I have an audio subscription. So I am free to play anything from Artlist, Epidemic Sound, Audio. There's one other. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah. All right. Here we go. First ever real estate video of a caravan. This should be fun. All right, Frank, you're up. Oops, stuttering a little bit. There we go. Okay, so first critique, I would say, so right here, okay, you're at the front steps, right? You're seeing the front steps, you're seeing the front porch. This push-in shot that you fade into, I wouldn't have had it going up the steps. I would have actually started that push-in like up here, going through the front door, like actually entering the home, because that's an experience that people might want to see, right? Is actually entering the home and getting that first look inside. So I would that's probably my first critique. I like, it's kind of like a trick of the brain here where you're pushing in one shot and then fade to a pull out. So that's pretty cool right there. So I'm assuming right around here is the front door. So, okay, let's keep going. I want to see this again. Nope, not that. Let's go back here. Is that a wine fridge? Warbling here on the edges. It's the first time I really noticed that. So that was good. I definitely have some notes. I definitely have some notes. The biggest note, the biggest thing that I would focus on if you're going to do more real estate stuff. Let me go ahead and that's not what I wanted to do. Let's where am I? Here I am. There we go. Now we're back. So the biggest thing that I would keep in mind is think about the order of your shots, right? The shots themselves individually looked good. There was that weird warbly one on the shot of the shower. I'm not sure what was going on there. But if you do notice that in the future in post, like punching in just a little bit to get rid of that warble is not going to kill your video. So I would, you know, do that if you can. The shots individually looked good. The color looked good to me. Everything, you know, like there weren't drastic changes in exposure between the shots, which was really good. The order of the shots, however, is the one thing that I would keep in mind, because you were jumping from one room to another room and then back to another room. Then you did a couple shots of another. And I understand it's a caravan. There's not very many rooms. But remember, when you are doing a real estate video, you are trying to give prospective buyers the experience of walking throughout the house, right? So you want to go room by room. You don't necessarily want to jump all over the place because it's going to make them feel lost. They're not going to get a very good idea of what it's like to actually be in the house. So you want to, you know, you walk in, if you walk in through the front door and you're in the kitchen, do all your kitchen stuff. Your last shot of the kitchen would be maybe a panning shot from the kitchen, you know, into the living room. And then you can move into the living room and go to the, you know, do the living room, right? Last shot of the living room, maybe turning back towards the kitchen and looking down towards the hallway that leads to the bathroom and the bedroom. And so you move down, you maybe go into the bathroom, do the bathroom. And then, you know, think of each room as its own separate sequence, and each sequence should end moving into the next area, if that makes sense. I did a lot of this. I felt like I was dancing during that. So I think it could use some more stylish close-up and detail stuff. Lots of wide, but I understand that people want to see everything in a real estate video. That's true. That's true. Yeah, some of the detail stuff, like I liked the detail shot of that, whatever it was, the wine fridge, I think it was. So if there's something really, really cool in a house that like kind of makes it stand out, like let's say there's like some really cool stonework, maybe you want to get some detail of the stonework. But yeah, you definitely want to highlight things that make the home stand out, that make the home unique, so people can be like, oh, that's really cool, right? The more times somebody can go, oh, that's really cool, when looking at a real estate video, the more likely it is somebody's going to want to actually tour the home in person and potentially buy it. So there you go. Color grade was definitely fine. I 100% agree with that. I used to work with some realtors for video years ago. This is from Jim. Turn taps on when you can. There needs to be something animated to make it look less like a slideshow. So fireplace on, shower, even the TV. Ooh, that's good advice. Yeah. Anything going on that you can turn on would be good. Even a running sink or something, you know? Yeah, to make it actually look more like a video. I like that. Color grading kept it simple. Yeah, and I think that's the way you kind of want to go, right? With a real estate video, is you want it to be simple. You want people to get there's a weird balance that you need to strike with real estate, right? Like you want it to be kind of awe-inspiring to get people in, but you also want it to look realistic so that when they get to the home, they're not like, this is not the video that I saw, right? So there you go. I like it. That was good. That was a good one. Lower that TV on the wall too. I'd get whiplash watching that. That's funny. Sorry if you already answered this. My internet was being awful, but next time Mr. Tech Examined is around, you should record a Final Cut versus Davinci Resolve video. Oh, I'm trying to pressure him into letting me teach him Davinci Resolve. So I don't know if it's going to be a Final Cut versus, but there'll be a, yeah, there you go. Hey, where's that teal and orange I saw in the video? What are you talking about, Jim? What? What are you talking? I'm confused. I'm lost and confused. So, all right, we got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. So I'm just gonna start babbling until Jim clarifies what he's asking about. Let's see. Cheers, Frank and Blackpool. Good on you for showing your work. Quite like this segue, Jay Lippman. Well, thank you so much, Darren. I'm enjoying it. I really am. I've wanted to do stuff like this, you know, kind of for a while, but I've always been nervous to do this, right? Because people ask for your advice, and that's fine. But like, there's always that little voice in the back of my head, you know, the imposter syndrome thing where it's like, man, if I start giving my opinions on some of these videos, people are going to find out just how much I don't know. That it's good to not color grade like a film. Yeah, no, I agree. I love Alex Audio Butler. That I learned about from you, but so buggy now. Do you still use it? No, I do not. I was using it for a bit when I first got my hands on it, and I still used it every once in a while if I was in a pinch and I was like, I need to get this video out, but I don't have time to mix it. I would throw Alex Audio Butler on it, and that's fine. But I haven't used it. I don't even have it installed anymore. I use Isotope for the most part to do audio cleanup. Although we might be working with Acusonus again in 2022. You might see we're in talks. I have a call with them next week, which I'm excited about. They're a super cool company. Love the edit on your 6K rig photo. Wait, I have a 6K rig. Oh, yeah. On my Instagram? Yeah, I forgot I put that out there. Jay Lippman, opinions are your own. People who are asking should take that into consideration. Yes, we are all winging it, and I've been doing this for 25 years. True. Jay, I used a gray card in every room to get exposure and white balance as best I could. That's awesome. I mean, that's what I would do, right? Just every time I go out to shoot something, I bring this. This thing is great. I love it. I've got pretty much everything dialed in my studio, so I don't really need to. I use it to make sure I'm in focus, but I don't really use the color checker or the white balance or anything like that because honestly, since Gen 5 came out, I've been having some issues with the color checker. It's been weird. I'm not sure what's been going on. I'm gonna maybe the next video I film, I'll use this. What do companies call on? Talking about potential collaborations in the new year. Yeah, so I got a call with Acusonus. I'm excited about it. Not sure if anything's gonna come of it, but I kind of hope it does. Those guys are super cool to work with. Jay Lippman, I have the color checker, but I use a cheap $15 pop-up gray card more. Nice. I like this because it's got the focus card and I have a manual focus camera, so it really helps with that. And it's got the white balance card and it's got the color checker card. Like it's got all the things, which I'm super excited, and the exposure card. So I'm a fan. Blackmagic Design Gen 5. I'm struggling with color space transforms. Really? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I am glad I'm not the only one because I've been struggling with that as well. I don't know what's going on. My shoulder. God, I moved wrong. Okay. There we go. I need to get my shoulder fixed. So, yeah. Actually, I've never been on a Zoom call. Don't even know where to start. So we all have things to learn. You've never been on a Zoom call? Yeah, it's like my second home is on Zoom. Have you used Runway ML recently? It has a few new assets And green screen is real good now, better than it was 3 months ago. Maybe worth you making another video about one day. I would love to do that. I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna head over to Runway ML and start doing some stuff again. So using Airy Gamma with the Gen 5 works for me. Ooh, okay. I'll try that out for sure. Yeah, I definitely I want to start doing stuff, especially since I'm working more with like 3D modeling and I'm trying to learn that. I'm all over the place, guys. Like I'm right now I'm learning what am I learning? I'm like going through the official training for Unreal Engine, which is super, super cool. I'm like making my first cinematic scene for a game right now. Just training, not like I'm not actually putting out a video game, but it's super fun. It's so crazy because I'm like making this stuff and I'm like, this was a blank screen. This was a blank screen 5 minutes ago. And now I got this whole world here and I'm making people move and it's nuts. So be prepared. There's gonna be some like 3D modeling, 3D world stuff coming to my channel at some point. It's gonna be nuts, but I'm officially yeah, it's official. Is the official training free? Yeah. 100% free. So all right, guys, it is 3:01. I got to go. Keep an eye out for Monday's video if it comes out. It's a fun one, kind of a new format for me. It's less a tutorial and more me trying something that I've kind of shied away from. But I figured it was time to learn it and like get more comfortable with it. So it's kind of like a vlog tutorial type of deal in Davinci Resolve. Hopefully the sponsor approves it so it can actually come out. Big things coming in next year. Big things coming next year. To all of my US friends here in the chat, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful time with friends and or family or by yourself, if that floats your boat. Yeah, if you enjoyed this stream, if you got value out of it, please let me know by liking the stream, subscribing to the channel if you're not already. Thank you guys so much for continuing to make Wednesdays my favorite day of the week. I love you to death, and I will see you next week. Bye.